output. I can't hear anything. There's that. That's wrong. Groovy. It is a Thursday night. I am a screaming wyvern, and tonight I've gotten confused. So, got the usual stuff out of the way. I call myself wyvern because I hoard RPGs like a dragon, but I'm also unbalanced and slightly toxic. And tonight, instead of playing one, gotten something into my head. And it's one of those annoying things where you just want it done, but it keeps on needing time and actually working on it and stuff. I don't understand. So since Sunday, I've been toying with this concept. I'm calling it Simple Guildmaster because of the fact that the last time I tried to do uh, a game document, it became extremely complicated and out of control. So I'm using the word simple here to try and remind myself to calm the fuck down. Now, is there anything actually that complicated about what I'm thinking of doing from a stuff I know programming language wise? No. Everything I want to do is absolutely fine. I know exactly how to do all of it. But the thing is, my understanding is that 90% of game players do not actually want to play a game that looks like a fucking Excel spreadsheet. Uh, so here's my prototype for no. Um, so I'm going to do something tonight that every single time I've started working on a game has eluded me. I'm gonna prototype the motherfucker and see if it's actually going to work. So there are a few things that have inspired this stroke of brilliance. Number one being, well, the fact that I'm like a professional programmer, and it kind of makes sense for me to, you know, program because that's what I do. Number two, of course, is it feels like there is. No, let me go ahead and retry that. There is a lot of nostalgia to some of those old. I'm gonna say text based. Um, Spreadsheet style games. Who am I kidding? Um, classic Civilization, Master of Orion, all the good old stuff where you were doing less, actual managing and more preparing the stuff and hoping that the citizens would get the idea. So that's kind of one of the things that I was thinking of. I know there's been a couple recently, but number three. What makes this different from the other ones of which I speak? Um, There is a Brian George. Actually, I'm gonna. I am going to go ahead and copyright strike
This
my
video
channel
sponsored
because it's just too important not to share. Here, have his advertisement.
by Keeps. More about them at the end of the sketch.
How do you throw the frickin' grenade thing? Oh, hey, there's a guy right there. Shoot that guy.
Yeah, I mean, if I could just jump over... Okay, he killed us. We're dead.
Yeah, we are not good at this game.
We're really not good at games at all anymore.
Oh, hey, damn it, we have that deadline at 5 p.m. for that project thing.
Oh my god, that's right. We have to get that done today.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn up the stress levels in here to reflect that.
Okay. I know. That's fair. It is a big project. I deserve that.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we go. Time to get this done.
Oh yeah, we got this for sure, my man body.
And by the way, we gotta focus, okay? There's none of that going down internet rabbit holes thing that we do, okay?
Abso-frickin-lutely. Time is of the essence. How deep do rabbit holes go, though, you think?
Well, like actual rabbit holes? I don't know. I could look that up.
Yeah, definitely look that up real quick. I'm kind of curious.
Whoa, as deep as 10, 15 feet.
10 to 15 feet? Holy crap!
And look at this. They can span almost 150 feet. They must have like a whole network of tunnels that... Wait!
What?
Do you have me going down a rabbit hole right now?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I do. Okay, let's crank up the stress in here a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, running out of time. Here we go.
Here we go. I'm cranking up the focus. Where does the expression rabbit hole even come from, you think? That's so specific.
I mean, I'm thinking it's probably Alice in Wonderland, right? Let me look that up.
Yeah, look that up real quick.
Okay, so it looks like... Wait, no.
What?
You're making me go down a rabbit hole.
I'll be honest, I didn't even realize I was doing it, but I was gonna go ahead and crank up the stress in here.
I don't know if the extra stress is helping very much.
It might be. Okay, here we go. No more rabbit holes, no more rabbit holes.
Yeah, let me just say, I know you, and I think you're probably about to put me on some rabbit hole, so let's just not do that, okay?
Oh yeah, for sure. We're on the same page. No more rabbit holes.
No rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole. That's kind of a cool beat.
Rabbit hole.
What? Rabbit hole.
What?
Rabbit hole.
Yeah, rabbit hole.
Oh, rabbit hole. Yeah, rabbit hole. I feel like we could be a decent music producer if we put our me to it.
You know, I've thought that too, but how do you even get started on that career path?
There's got to be some online classes. Look that up, will ya?
On it, yeah, like online music production classes, I guess.
Yeah, those are probably good search terms.
Huh, so it looks like there's actually some available. No, wait, no!
Oh, my bad. Stress levels up.
Yeah, you think you're just making my chest tighten up at this point.
Yeah, let's use that.
I feel like we're at a good level of stress now. Let's just please be productive now, okay?
Should we check out some of those productivity YouTubers for inspiration?
No, we're just gonna focus and be productive.
Okay.
You got it?
I'm ready. Productivity. Here we go.
Okay. Rabbit hole.
What?
Rabbit hole. Wait, what are we doing? This is not the task.
It's a...
So yeah, rabbit hole. What? So yeah, I was thinking, we'd go ahead and for a solo role playing experience, I would go ahead and look into converting the Pool of Radiance, the Gateway to Adventure book, into something that I could use for, just an enjoying little experiment, solo, Dungeon Crawl Classics. This, of course, devolved into thinking how hard it was to keep track of multiple characters while trying to solo roleplay. And hey, you're a programmer. Why don't you just go ahead and fix that? That should be easy for you. And before I knew it, I had an entire game idea, which phase one involved completely converting Dungeon Crawl Classics into a program. So yeah, that was up here, and I needed to get down here because the fact of the matter is that my current Unity uh number of finished projects is currently 0. Number of started projects is let's see. I'm 50 years old. I've been programming professionally for 10, 15 years. So let's go ahead and go with many. So, um, so number one is that I need to stop fucking scope creeping because I'm very good at scope creeping, and you know I've done some videos on reducing a scope. I've used some videos on reducing a scope creep, and it's given me ideas for how to expand the scope of the no that's the wrong way. That's the wrong way. So here's what I've got. This is going to be fairly nice and simple. So it's going to be basically a tycoon game. Right now, most of the tycoon style games are going to be your idle games. I'm not going to deny to having an affection for idle games, but obviously it's become it started off good, but then it became this whole oh, you want to go ahead and just click on things and make numbers go up. Why don't you go ahead and pay to make numbers go up faster? And so don't really want that. Also not completely sure that I want it actually idle. um so what I've come up with is okay. So did I actually hit the paintbrush? No, I did not. So you've got this city. Those lines are way too small. You've got this city. Yeah, there we go. You've got this city. This city has been overrun by monsters. No relation to anything that I've played before. The city is also divided into districts. No connection to anything that I've played before. So obviously, I originally was going to make it a 10 by 10 square. We ignored that. And you've been hired to handle the let's go ahead and make this the player. So you've been I like his hair. You've been hired to handle the retaking of the town. So here's the main gates of the city. And so the idea is that you send people into the city. They start taking over regions. Regions means you start getting money. And so, there's the loop. But also, a nice actual win condition if you can go ahead and take all the areas. So, there is what I think a good gameplay loop here. So, step one is not hiring adventurers. Because if you were hiring adventurers, then you'd be rolling characters and scope creep. So what you are actually doing is you are paying for quests. For quests. So this means people are attracted. And they do the quests. And then you have to worry about the reward. But you should hopefully get money after a while. And that means that you can pay more for the quests, attract better people. It'll cost you some more, but then you get money. So the loop is sound. And that's what I always hear is the number one thing. But what I've also heard is that you should do something called prototyping. And apparently, prototyping is a thing that prevents something called scope creep. See how it loops around. It loops. It's another form of gameplay loop. So let's go ahead and clear this for later. So what I figured. So we've got our adventure. And of course, the Dungeon Crawl Classics thought process never completely left. So your adventurer starts off as a commoner. Just nice little level 0 person. There we go. So let's go ahead and give them absolute basic. They can attack, they can defend themselves, and they can live or die. Now, this is where traditionally we have they go in, they gain XP, they come out, and they get rewarded, and then they can buy new stuff, and then they can go in. So we're just going to go ahead and simplify that to how much gold they have. Obviously, this guy is brand new, and so he has 0. What else did I say for the attack? I seem to remember I kept it. Okay, so name, class, level, yeah. How much gold they have, attack, defense, health. Obviously, I need some way to turn them onto or turn them away from doing the adventures. So I've called that their value. And again, that's not how much they cost. It's just how much they'll be willing to put themselves in danger for. So for the most part, our districts are the same. I mean, it's going to be a big old square, so it's going to be let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that a 5 by 5? That is. I do know how math works after all. No. I am forgetting how to make pretty. I am worrying too much about making pretty when I could just not worry about it. So I won't. Okay, so we go ahead and we say that this is region 0. This is our base game. It is right outside of the slums or entryway. And everything else, so we go ahead and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that makes this 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 5. So yeah, that's our naming convention. So we'll go ahead and start with that. So the entryway is a level 1 region. So the monsters basically are exactly the same. And of course, we don't care about them. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to put in 100 monsters. Our little people go in, they kill monsters, they go out, they get rewarded, they go in, they kill monsters. And eventually, they've killed all the monsters. Good job. So they need to have a boss monster. They kill that, they take over the region. All is good. So then we've got like the opposite of the monsters. We'll go ahead and call it defense, even if that's been used before. So once as soon as you take a region, let's say area 1-2 is going to try and attack area 1-4. That'll happen before the quest. So obviously, if the entryway gets overrun, then they can start going after your base camp, and then you have problems. So that's our second kind of quest. So obviously there's an assault quest, and there's a defend quest. So here's where prototyping really comes in. How much gold do you get to start with? Because if it's too much, then you can just go ahead and put in a high amount of golds. People level up really quickly. But if it's too low, obviously you're going to run out of gold way too quickly. So I feel like I should probably start off with 100 gold. So let's go ahead and kind of do a quick pseudo UI. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the city. So actually move that over. Okay. So here's where we go back to our 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Why not do that the same way? We've got our base camp here. So this is our entryway. Our entryway is level 1. And then of course, as you go through, they get progressively harder. So there's our basic layout. So okay. District number, we'll go ahead and start with the first district, which is going to be over here at 1-3. Level, that one's 1. monsters, 100, boss level. Let's go ahead and start them off at 3 times the level of the district. It's a good starting place. Okay. What else am I tracking for the district? Oh, obviously, we had that defense, which right now is 0 because it belongs to monsters. I don't need to track the monster's information because it's going to be based on the level any way you look at it. So that's all for the good. So, let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 1, 4, and 2, 3. And we'll just go ahead and all these are level 2. Okay. So there's our basic game, or our basic play mat. So let's go ahead and character name, level. What did I do here? Oh, we'll go ahead and add a character class, character level. Attack, defense, life, gold, and I really hate value, but I can't think of anything better. Move the city over here. So that, so that I can resize this spot. That's fine. Okay, zoomy zoom. So we're going to go ahead and start off with a pool of potential adventurers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is good. So these are all obviously commoners. All level 1. All their attack is 1. All their defense is 1. All their life is 1. And they're all broke. Okay. So, I think to my D&D, or my Dungeon Crawl Classics, and the way I look at it is that most people want to level after maybe 10 encounters. That seems about right. So, oops, that's not how that works. Okay. Let's see if this time I can hit the correct button. There we go. So I kind of started off with the idea that, okay, your guy is level 0. They're using gold as XP. So let's go ahead and say that they need 10 gold XP to go ahead and level up. We'll just go ahead and have them need double to get to level 1, double to get to level 2. Just go ahead and keep on going down like this. Level 3, level 4, level 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Maybe I'll do a hard cap at 10. Keep things simple. So, if we look at it that way, you're going to need a lot to impress this guy to coming to town. But then again, he's going to only find a challenge up here. So we'll go ahead and make the value, the XP they need to level, divided by 10. And you can tell I'm a programmer because the end number is 1024. Okay. So I set up a quest for District 1-3. And this is a assault quest. And I am going to location, type of quest, and pay. So I'm going to go ahead and pay 1 for this. And then home base defense quest. I'm not going to pay anything for that. So that means that the home district is undefended. So, we start the day. So step 1 is we collect taxes from claimed districts. Nothing to do there. Obviously, the district has nothing right now. Let's go ahead and keep track of how much gold we have. We decided 100. Okay, so we collect taxes from claimed districts. The entryway doesn't start as a claimed district, so I don't get any money from there. Step 2 is district defense. Okay, so just like all the other, because it's going to be the same. Our main home base defense. That also starts at 100. Resize you. Okay, now I can see that, and I somehow have managed not to too badly pull everything off the page. I feel like I just moved that stuff over. Okay, so we have our district defense phase. So my thought here is that you basically have an attack by it's an attack by the enemy boss. That makes perfect sense. So we'll go ahead and say that the so we'll say that the boss monster let me go ahead and get a die roller up here. Because of course, why the heck wouldn't I just go ahead and go with a good old-fashioned D20 roll? So keep it simple. Attack minus defense plus D20. And from there, it's just a 50-50 shot. 1 through 10 equals bad. 11 through 20 equals good. And then damage is equal to the level. It's not going to work for our commoners, but okay. So maybe I should damage based on the outcome. So we're going to go ahead and the final number minus 10. So equals the damage. So if that's a positive number, great. That's how many monsters you kill. If it's not, bad. That's how many citizens, defense, whatever you lose out on. So we have an attack of 3, because this is the boss number, minus 0, plus one, and then we subtract 10, which equals, we'll go ahead and do the actual version, 3 minus 0 plus 1 minus 10. Okay, so that means that our home base defense has been lowered by 6. 94. No serious problems quite yet, but could happen. Okay, so now that we've had the day start, okay, we'll plan quests. So we've got that figured out here. Okay. And now we have the quest phase. So I decided over there, everyone's going to be a value of 1. So if we do a 1-on-1 fight right now, the commoner has 1 attack. The monster has 1 defense. So that puts us at just an even 50-50. No, that's not what I meant. 1 minus 1. There. Okay. And the same is true the other way around, although... doesn't make sense at that point. Oh, okay. So obviously, character attack, monster defense when you're doing an assault quest. Character defense, monster attack when you're doing a defense quest. Okay. So that does actually come out just about right. So we have 6 different commoners. Right now they are on an absolute even keel, so let's go ahead and grab 6 dice. We have 1 success, 2 success, 3 success. We have 1 failure, 2 failure, 3 failure. Which means that since there's just the 1 commoner, they have 1 life, I mean. So we'll go ahead and do kills. So 3 of them got 0 kills. 3 of them got 1 kill. Okay. The 3 who got 1 kill can continue on. Again, 50-50. So, ooh. That's it. 1 kill for each of them. So, day 1. 100 minus 3 gold. And so these 3 all got 1 gold. And the home base defense was 100 minus 6, I decided. Okay, so day 1 comes and goes. Not exactly the most impressive. Let's go ahead and add a few more commoners to the list. I suppose I could do... So I could do some kind of fame. And that would give us, we'll go ahead and do whatever the fame is how many. No, I don't like doing that. we'll just go ahead and do 4 people for now. Okay, so day number 2, we are going ahead and trying another round. Clear out the kills. They're still all perfectly happy to be trying this for 1 gold per goblin ear, or whatever. Oops. 2 comes after day 1, normally. Okay, so we have, right now, 8. So first off, we deal with the defense thing. This hasn't changed. We don't have anyone defending, so we're going to go ahead and roll this again. And so that one, we can't counterattack, but we at least don't take any damage here. So, what was it? 3 plus 1. Oh no, that was the 15 minus 10 is 8. It's a positive number. All is good. Okay, so we planned the quest. That's all doing the same stuff. No, none of that. So quest phase. We currently have 8 people. And there we go. Okay, so 1 failure, 2 failure, 3 failure. I decided that 10 was a failure. So, yeah, because that would be if I do my -0 though, or my -10, that would be a positive number. So technically, that would be 0 damage. So the 10 would count as a success here. So, I mean, the civilian isn't dead. That's as good as it gets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them go ahead and get a kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 10 people here. No, I do have 10 people here. I need 2 more. 16 and a 1. So that gives us 1 more into the success category. Okay. So now I've got 6 of them surviving. They're going to go ahead and second round is 1, 2, 3 successes. Doop, doop, doop. And our final 3. Two successes. And there is 1 more success. 2 more successes. 3 more successes. Okay, 3 more successes. Not too shabby. Okay. So at 1 gold per goblin ear, We are paying out 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 97 minus 15. The home base defense was fine, so we're still at 90. Why can't we rebuild the defense though? Yeah, that would be 94 plus 8. 8. So there's no reason why this can't go back up to its max. Meanwhile, this is 82 gold remaining. And we'll go ahead and skim through these. Okay. So this guy is in the realm of leveling soon. Okay. Let's think about buildings. That's a good way for me to limit how many people I can have at one time. So let's go ahead and say we have an inn, and that lets us have. How many did I say this was? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So an inn gets allows us to have 10 people times. What the heck did I push? 10 people times the inn level. So right now we have just the default level 1 inn, which means we can have a max of 10 people. Let's also have a tavern. So the max adventurers is 10 people times the inn level, and the max level of new adventurers is equal to tavern level minus 1. So, yes. Okay. Day 3. Oh, all this time, the monsters haven't been going down. So what did we end up doing? 3 and 15. So that's 18, which means we are left with 80. Okay, 82 remaining. So starting gold of 100 is way too little, because you'll spend all of your gold and then you'll just barely be able to or is that okay? So you spend all your gold, you slowly start getting your money from the regions, which means you can slowly start defending those regions. Let's go ahead and start it at 150. So 150 minus 3 minus 50. Okay. Go ahead and change this to flat. Six plus 8. Okay, day 3. So, no claim districts, no collected districts. We get our boss attack. That gives us a 10 for that number, which means that today we lose 3 defense. Bring us back down to 97. Going up and down. Okay. And then the assault quest happens. We've got our nice little 10 people. Boop. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I know Matthew wants me to do this. You're welcome. Okay, the actual. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. Round 2. Yeah, like you wouldn't do that. Just. Oh, I don't have my die box here. Just go ahead and grab the entire box and just roll that fucker. So only 2 successes on the second round. Take those 2 guys, and both of them succeed again. Good day for these little commoners. And 2 failures. So that is 6, 7, 8, 9 paid out. But slightly more excitingly, this guy now has 10 gold. Okay, we'll go ahead and roll out the kill. So, right now, what I've got in the code is a rogue, a warrior, and a mage. So what did I end up going with? I feel like it was 6 points per level. I like 7 points better. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so a rogue is fairly well rounded. They can do a little more damage than a warrior. They have slightly less defense and life than a warrior. Mage, on the other hand, can do a ton of damage, but they're going to be they're not going to be doing good with defense, and they're not going to be doing great with the life. So, obviously, since everyone's equal here, we'll just go ahead and randomize it. And so this one is now a rogue. Good for you. Rogue level 1. Okay. Everyone else is level 0. Why did I type that in right that way? Okay, so that means you get 4 extra attack, 2 extra defense, and 2 extra life. But the problem is, now your value has also gone up, which means that our little assault quest is no longer going to take that rogue into consideration. But of course, we're not going to be allowed to say, oh, okay, so if you're level 1, no, you have to say, okay, bring us a goblin here, we'll give you this many coins. That does remind me, I should not have taken that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 deaths here. Okay. So the monsters are slowly going down. So day 4. Go ahead and remove this. Okay, day 4. We have our home-based defense. Today, our magical number is 10, which is the same as yesterday, so it's -3. 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay. Did I? No, I did not take the money into consideration. Okay. So because we're only offering 1, this rogue no longer cares. So we only get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And obviously, I'll be able to track properly who got what kills when I'm doing it programmatically, but so that was 5. And now we've only got 1 extra to treat us. Okay. So today was a slow day for the adventurers. Kills 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The monsters The monsters should be refilling. And I think that the monsters should be refilling based on the level of the areas around them. So, okay. We start off with 100 creatures. So, we killed 3. And they hypothetically get back 6. The next day we killed 15, they get back 6. The next day we killed 9, they get back 6. And the next day we killed 6, and they get back 6. And then we realized that our Excel spreadsheet does not have a number on it. Okay, so we add to our district defense. Before our district defense, we have reinforcements. Okay. Because otherwise, it's just like start day, start day, start day. There's no strategy here. So it is absolutely essential that we start trying for some higher level characters. So day 5. Okay, so right off the bat, well, let's go ahead and start with our defense first. That looked like it was going to be so good, and then it was not. So it's attack minus defense plus the die roll, and the total is minus 10. Learn to use Excel, noob. So that's another minus 3. That can't logically be correct because minus 3 was the number I had before. I'm doing the backwards. It needs to be from the player's perspective. So it is player defense minus monster attack plus die roll. And then 10 is subtracted from that. Which means that this... What was this? This one is 0 minus 3 plus 10 minus 10. So that comes to negative 3. And then this one, 0 minus 3 plus 4, and that's minus 9, which makes a lot more sense. I don't remember my base numbers for those. So equals 94 minus 9. So things are starting to get pretty bad there, which hopefully will make the player think, hey, maybe I should go ahead and keep some people at home. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and keep it up normal. So our rogue, we are doing a attack. So that means that this time it's player attack plus a random spammer who I'm going to report for fraud because I don't think that people should be randomly adding me to Bitcoin operations. So minus monster defense plus die roll and subtract 10. Subtract 10. Okay. So for our rogue, it's going to be an attack of 4. So in this case, this is going to be at +3. Or should I say it's going to be at -7? Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. Okay, so our rogue rolls a 2. I see no reason why that can't just straight up be 2 kills. That. And now we do all of our normal rolls. All of them. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. The rogue gets another check. And this time they're at -1, which means they would lose 1 life. And gain no kills. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 1 success from the noobs. So another -7 for the rogue. I feel like there should be a cap on how many kills they can get because I'm not doing traditional damage. So let's go ahead and cap it by their attack. So that's a total of 6 for them. Well, that's a failure for other guy. Okay. So back to the rogue. That was the wrong spot to type that in. That's another 4. Another 4. another 4. Okay, so this is going to get pretty damn redonkulous. So I'm not using the life for anything right now. I mean, I am using the life. I've been doing it should probably stay binary. Either you succeed, you kill an opponent, or you fail and you lose a life. And it's just a 1-to-1. Yeah, that's for the best. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kills so far. Um 7. So 7 kills and oops, that's the wrong one. 1 more wound. That's an 8th kill. And there's a 9th. And a 10th. And game over. Okay, so that seems okay by me. So they get their 30 gold. Actually, let's go ahead and so just go ahead and do some like that. So they lost 15. But we lose. We're doing 5 per, and we got 15 kills, so that's minus 75. which chugged down that gold quite a bit. If I want people to be going for about 5 gold per quest, let's go for 200. Okay, let's hypotheticalize one more day. So because of how we were rewarding, this guy is at 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8. This guy is now at 16, and this is at 30, which means that you're level 2, you're level 1. Your value has gone up to 4. This is 2. And what's our new friend? A 3. So this guy is a mage. So yeah, very likely to kill someone, but they get one chance. So mage level 1, mage. So their attack goes up by 5, their defense goes up by 1, and their life goes up by 1. And you can be at full health. Oh wait, your life is going up. Your attack is going up by 7. Your defense is going up by 2. And your life is going up by 5. That makes the value seem off. No, those are always going to be 1. No. Yeah, those are always going to be 1. We'll go ahead and just make that a flat. And then the rest of you... So his value is now 8, so he doesn't care about the measly numbers that we're talking about right now. Okay, so this brings us to defense. So what we need for defense is a barracks. Level 1. Max number. Whoops, why are these above? Max number of defenders is equal to the barracks level. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and throw in a defense quest here. It's 1 gold, so let's just take the last guy on the list. So now, instead of 3 minus 1, it's actually... No, 3 minus 0, it's actually 3 minus 1. Or 1 minus 3. Plus the die roll. Okay, and that is a net positive. So we can add 6. It's not gone above 100, so we've had time to repair. You know, we should make that a building. Um, construction building. I don't know. Level 1, max repairs cannot go over level. So there we go. There's another way of keeping things rounded. And we'll probably go ahead and have building costs be like 10 times the venture costs. So that'll keep the base from recovering too quickly. Hello, dog. Can I show off a dog? Come here, dog. Come here, dog. Come here, dog. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Go ahead. Zoom in on the dog. Zoom in on my glasses being. Say hi. No. Cole, over here. Over here. Look. Say hi. I don't want to say hi. Jeez. Good boy. Bless you. Okay, so this person is off the map for the other one. But he does automatically get a gold, so that's nice for him. Okay, so let's start off with the commoners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are left. One, two, three, 4 successes. That is a 0. Again, and only 1 success here. Oops. Put that back down. You grab 2 menu, fool. So 1 more. 1 more. 3. Good for you. Okay. You're not joining in because the quest is for 5 and you're worth more than that. But you can certainly join in. After I wipe my glasses off. So you are doing an attack of 6 against a defense of 1. So that means these are all -5s. Thank you so much, Microsoft. So the first attempt was a failure. They lose 1 life, which means no kills for you. Ha ha. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6. So that just keeps things even. 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be 30 that we go through today. 8 plus 15, so whoops. That puts you... You're at 14, and you are at 7. So that brings us to several new characters. So yeah, I think it could work. Interesting. I will just have to try and prototype this thing in a slightly more realistic way, which is to say, some shit that looks like a spreadsheet for now instead of trying to make beautiful. So yeah, I will give that a shot. I would say, you know, maybe try not to do it during work, although it's tempting. But yes, I'll go ahead and call next week off. Actually, next 2 weeks. It's my wife's birthday in 2 weeks. So happy birthday to be Dawn. And then we'll see if I've got a prototype to play with in the new year. And if not, it's back to dungeon running. And I'll go ahead and point out, Matthew, that you were missed today. I can't believe that you decided to take time. You didn't decide to take time off your time off, uh, just to be in a room with us bozos. So until then, Happy New Year and all that sort of stuff. And I will see you in it. Good night.